Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet Single Battle Custom Battle. We have another suggestion video, and here on the Allied side we have the Duke of York, which is the King George V class battleship. There we go. So Duke of York, and a Formidable, which I think is an illustrious class aircraft carrier. Formidable. Yes, Formidable, illustrious class aircraft carrier. Yep, and we also have merchant ships. So 3 T2 tankers. Sorry, I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. 3 T2 tankers is what we're after now. There we go. Add ship. And another one. And one more. And 2 Liberty freighters. We'll add in 2 Liberty freighters. And the rest are C2 freighters. C2 right over here. We'll just keep adding them in until it won't let us. Right, so it won't let us do any more. We'll turn this off. No airstrikes today. Ah, we've gone over it by mistake. Hang on. Right, none here, and also to keep it balanced, none over here as well. Axis ships, so we will add in Bismarck and Tirpitz. Bismarck, Tirpitz, and a whole host of destroyers. Presumably these are escorting the 2 battleships. So it's the Z3 first. Z3. And then we have also the Z6. Z7. Z3, Z6, Z7. Z15 as well, over here, and Z23 and 28. We've got the Z23 and the Z38. Does this check out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that all checks out. Weather, heavy snow. Let's change that. I think it's... oh, I can't quite see it. I'm guessing this is heavy snow. Right, and yeah, I think this is oh, actually, who's got the initiative? I think we'll give the Germans the initiative, because this looks to me like a bit of a raiding party. They're out to cause trouble. So we'll give the Germans the initiative. This all checks out. It's Dawn. Yep. Right, here we go. Let's dive in. Here we go. Bismarck opens up on one of the merchants, I'm assuming, or is that the aircraft carrier? No, they're going for the carrier. They are going for my aircraft carrier. Star Shell? It is a Star Shell, right. What we need to do then is get the aircraft up as quickly as possible. Oh, that's close. That's already close. Already they're very close. I'm trying to think what's the best strategy to take here, because, well, it's two battleships. We have a battleship and a carrier, so I suppose you could say that that balances out, but then the Germans have a whole host of destroyers. So the Germans are to be preferred here, I think. Right. Duke of York. We need you to go for the ship that is the closest to the convoy. That'll be the Bismarck. Very close, actually, already. Let's get it up to flank. Hard a port. Right, 20.1 is suggested. We'll go 20.3. .3. Shoot! Here we go. Not quite, but we scored hits on the turrets, so I suppose that's not terrible. We have to try and gamble that they'll miss again. What we need to do is we need to prep some aircraft. Torpedo bombers or regular bombers? No, I think I'll have torpedo bombers. C2 freighter. What do? Flank and harder port for everyone. Try and get away as best as we can. Here we go. Close. Well, somewhat close, I guess. Oof, that's close as well. Right, I think I'd like to think the destroyers will miss as well. Although that's, well, just because I'd like to think doesn't mean that that has to happen. I will check the turrets' damage. I don't think we've got any damage as such. But I will check, you know, just in case. I'm as curious as you are. It's at 38. So that's the first hit, and they've already set a fire on the C2 freighter. Are they going for the freighter as well, or for the carrier? No, I don't know. Was that for the carrier or for the freighter? Or I'm hoping it was for the freighter, so that'll mean that the carrier can operate, excuse me, without any hindrances. Let's check turrets. Yeah, like I said, it probably was never going to cause any damage. Never really destined to do any damage, I don't think. Right. Move the Duke of York along. We're targeting the Bismarck. We were, well, we technically scored a hit, but it was on the wrong ship. They're saying 17-2 now. Do I agree with that? Yeah, I'll drop down to 17.5. Or even 17.1 this time. Shoot! Better. It was better this time around. Keep running away to port. Now you launch those torpedo bombers. There we go. C2 freighter. You basically tell everyone to try and run away as best as you can. Ah! That was close. Here comes the Tappet. Ooh, that's close. Right, I'm not too concerned about the destroyers, you see. Although I do hope that that's not something I'll regret saying later on. The destroyers, that you sort of forget about them because you think to yourself, oh well, it's just a destroyer. It's not going to, you know, sink a battleship. And then it puts 4 torpedoes in the water and torpedoes sink you. You always have to be careful about the destroyers. That's the worst case scenario, obviously. If they get close enough to launch torpedoes, it's bad enough already. It's bad enough already because you're gonna have to maneuver. You're gonna have to vary your speed. You may even be forced to mask some of your guns in an attempt to, you know, to keep your ship not hit by torpedoes. So, yeah. It's really, you really don't want those destroyers to get too close. Right, we did hit the Bismarck a little bit, but we've not caused any damage. Rather unsurprisingly. Right, so 17.1 was still quite long. I will drop down to 14.1. Shoot. No, we were short this time. That's no good. That is no good at all. Right, continue running away as best as you can. But here we go. We've got 8 torpedo bombers that we can now use against the Germans. Can't quite make out where they are. Nope. Use the map then. Yes, we will target the Bismarck. Trying to think which way would be best to attack from. There isn't really a best way, is there? I guess from this way will be better, but not by much. We're going to have to fly right in front of that destroyer, aren't we? Oh. Not the best way to do things. Not the best way to do things, but... Alright, here we go then. I think this is the best we've got. It was never going to reach from here. It was never going to reach. Not from that far away. Oh, are they going for the merchants? Oh, how about that? Why did we just see a second explosion on the Tappets? I'm a little bit confused. Oh well. I think they're going for the merchants overall. I think what they've done is they went for the excuse me, they went for the carrier initially, but then they decided that, you know what, we're gonna go for the merchants instead. I suppose I don't really blame them for doing so. The objective for the Germans was to, you know, to sink the merchant ships, the convoys. Here we go. Here we go. Torpedoes have been placed in the water. Alright, at least they've missed. Right, here we go. What we can do now is, well, somewhat attempt to try and get the Bismarck out of the fight. So 14-1 will actually be quite good now. We'll even go 14-2. Shoot. I'd like to think these will be good now. No, they're still a little bit short, actually. Still a little bit short. Continue running away. We'll try again. Maybe we could go for the turrets this time. Actually, no. Bismarck it is, because Bismarck is much closer, so they're going to be more accurate. Right, we're going to try again. Hopefully this time we don't get shot down. Go! I had to release it at some point. Look at all that anti-aircraft fire. It's unbelievable. It's just too much of it. Too much completely. So here come their torpedoes. Bismarck movement. The torpedo looks good. We might get a hit amidships. Crikey. You alright, Tirpitz? For a ship that's got apparently no damage, you seem to be extremely poorly. Extremely poorly. Keep in mind that was with the salvo that supposedly missed. Well, it technically did, but then it also didn't at the same time. I guess if you're in a situation like this and you're aiming for one ship but you hit the other, you're not going to beat yourself up about it and say, "Oh no, we missed." You're going to be happy that you hit the other ship. See, now the Z-38's launched torpedoes. There's going to be so many torpedoes in the water when all is said and done. At least they've put the fires out on that ship over here. That's always a good thing. Oh my gosh, more and more and more. Here we go. There we go, that's a nice hit amidships. We've damaged their propulsion, and the starboard secondaries are also heavily damaged. Good. Good. And they've got a list to starboard as well. Yes, they do. Good, we might actually pull this off then. If we keep going like that, we might just pull this off. Right, we're going to have to tell the ships to turn a little bit because we don't want to do crashy. So 14-1 was over here. I reckon 13-7. Shoot! I'm sorry, what? What? Am I awake right now? Well, that's an explosive development. I don't understand. How does that work? I mean, yeah, we got a hit amidships, and we scored a couple of hits with the salvos, but crikey. Well, like I said, the way to tell if it's an Admiral Playerovski video is either damaged pumps or magazine explosions. And this time we've got a magazine explosion. Now, ships don't hang around for a long time after their magazines go up. And that's been proven by the Bismarck here. How? How does that even work, though? I mean, it just... I'm sorry, it might be a bit cliche for me to say this, but the Bismarck just got Bismarcked. Wow. I don't really know what to say. So Bismarck is gone, which means it's just the poorly Tirpitz left. That's been exploding a lot already. This could turn into a surprisingly short fight then. It's very short. We look at Tirpitz, she's already... Wow, she is low already in the water. She's got 2 fires. We've had secondary explosions from the ship. This could turn into an absolute nightmare for the Germans. They've gone in with their best battleships. Yeah. Best battleships, guns blazing. And now they've... Look what's happened. Go! Oh my gosh, look at all that anti-aircraft fire still. Even with the Bismarck gone, there is still an incredible amount of AA fire. Right, actually no. We're going to have to move these individually because there's one ship that that we need to address, that we need to do personal instructions for. And it's this C2 freighter. This C2 freighter... I think we'll have you go harder port and backwards. They're not going to crash, are they? Oh, will they crash or not? I'd like to think they won't, but there's no guarantee of that happening. Go on, let's try. Ooh, that's close. That is close. Right, you go forward. It's going to be pretty simple now, I think. It'll mostly just be move forward. You go harder port. The Liberty freighters are the slowest ones, so I guess we can send the Liberty freighters sort of even more so. T2 tanker, yeah, go on, you can also turn a little bit. Just basically make sure we're exposing the smallest area possible, and that we're getting away from them, or at least trying to. If we're trying to get away from them, excuse me, it'll at least somewhat mess with their range finding. Tap its movement. Ah! Right, they've missed. Oh, careful! Z-15 wants to ram the Tirpitz. Wow. Or at least that's what it looks like. I mean, look at that. That's looking pretty aggressive to me. That's looking pretty aggressive. There's that 3 fires. Yeah, they're holding up very well. Despite those 2 hits, there's no fires. It's at 38. Possible underwater hits there. They're really close. Oh, that's not so good. But no, not yet. I was going to say, here comes our torpedo. We'll see where that hits, but nope. Here we go. So that's a hit near the B turret. Any damage as a result? I can't see a thing. Where are they? It's the destroyer. Any damage perhaps? No, none at all. We've set a fire, I think. Possibly. Well, there's 3 fires on board now anyway. So turn 15 degrees to starboard, get the stern cleared. Yeah, perfect. So they'll be able to all go forward now. Right, well, incredibly, after just 5 salvos, the Bismarck is gone, which means we're going to have to work on the Tirpitz now. Number 2 was 17.1, and number 3 was 14.1. Halfway between them is about 15.6, I reckon. Let's try 15.4. Shoot! Yeah, very nice, very nice. Continue to run away, although with the way that things are going now, this may not be required for much longer. I'm trying to think, will the Tirpitz move out of the way? They're not going to ram each other, right? Surely not. Right? Will they ram each other? Nah. I don't think they will. No! We lost an aircraft. That's a shame. That is a shame. I was... Yeah, that's not so good. That's not so good. The good news is, I think, though, that we will only use the torpedo bombers for the battleships, and then the destroyers, I think we can just take them out either... I'm not sure we would need the carrier for the destroyers. Ooh. I think we'll just use the Duke of York for the destroyers. Maybe use the bombers rather than torpedo bombers. Well, they've missed. They're not doing themselves any favours with this shooting. I'm thinking they'll probably sink, dare I say it, 1 or 2 ships? Maybe 3. But not much more than that. Oh, mind you, if they sink 3 T2 tankers, that's 67,500 tons. So don't gloat too soon. I just want to see how close the destroyers are to the Duke of York. Because they're getting closer. There's no 2 ways about that. No one's denying that. But I just don't know how close. Because what we could end up seeing is a situation where it's basically either 1 shot kills or 2 to 3 shot kills. Right, Tirpitz is slowing down considerably. She seems very poorly, but apparently has got no damage. I think, and correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I think that could be a little bit false. I think if independent fact checkers reviewed this, they'd come back with either false or misleading. I mean, huge list to starboard, 2 fires, speed going down. Like, come on, you can't tell me that that's an undamaged ship. You can't. Shoot. Right. We've got 4 more torpedo bombers. Actually, let's check. Let's check where the destroyers are. They've got 1 destroyer over here, turrets over here, and 2 over here. Right, I think from the starboard side is the best way to go. We'll also not do counter-flooding for them as well. Alright, let's try that. Because they are slowing down, so we're probably going to get some sort of hit on them regardless. Let's actually go even here a little bit. Here we go. Go, go, go. After my previous experience, I'm not waiting until I'm 100% confident. I have to just release them a little bit early. How are you doing? Propulsion, heavy damage, AAA, destroyed. That's not so good. Can we just move them all? Yeah, go on, move all. Let's do move all. Just go forwards, all of you. Right, there are their torpedoes. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's right on the stern. But if we can take the turrets out, we've pretty much got this under our belt. We'll just wait for the destroyers to fire, and then it'll show where our torpedo hits. If it will hit, because we did release it a little bit early. Released it a little bit earlier than I wanted to anyway. Will that cost us dearly? So Z38 closes in. Honestly, all you destroyers are lucky that the Turbits is still here. If the Turbits wasn't here, the Duke of York would have something to say about your presence. Of course, in real life, I'd like to think you could use the main guns to fire at the turrets and then the secondaries to fire at the destroyers. But, well, this isn't real life, it's just a game, so we are somewhat limited in that respect. Here comes the torpedo. Will it hit? No, it was... no. No, you see... You see, that's what you get. That's what you get. This is what you get. Don't crash. Right, good. This is what you get when you release it too early. It runs out of steam before it hits the target. But we have scored hits on the turrets before. And so for that reason, I think that... we shouldn't be super concerned. Yeah, those were good. You continue going at top speed. Yeah, and then the Duke of York can just cross that way. Right, this time I'm afraid I'm going to have to hold it in until I feel confident that we'll hit. And because the turbot is slowing down, we're going to have to put the torpedoes about here, I'd say, even, or even maybe under the turrets already. We'll go about here this time. We have to keep it in until I'm confident. Go! Right, this one will hit. This one's hitting. I'm hoping this is the last time we have to do this. Propulsion, steering, heavy damage, and AAA with heavy damage. But I think we can just move everyone as they are. I think we can. Duke of York has cleared everyone. Formidable is, well, beyond where the Duke of York can go. Oh my goodness, there's no way you could have survived that. 4 15-inch shells. I'm guessing they were high explosive shells as well. So we have lost a C2 freighter. How much is a C2 freighter? Are they 5,500 tons? I'll have a look. We'll have a look at the damage, and we'll have a look at the tonnage lost. They're going for this T2 tanker as well. If they are 5,500, I know the T2 tanker is 22,500. That's about 30,000 tons of shipping sunk. But if all goes well, the Germans will have lost 2 battleships and a whole host of destroyers. So overall, Erich Raeder probably won't be pleased with the battle report. Good, so they're all missing. Z7. Alright, firing after giving some thought to what to do. Here comes the torpedo. Right, we've scored a hit amidships. That's amazing. Tirpitz is sinking and yet nothing is damaged. No damage, yet the ship's sinking. Well, another Bismarck-class battleship, another magazine detonation. Will people believe me when I say that I sank the Tirpitz without damaging anything? What do you mean you sank the Tirpitz without damaging anything? Oh, well, you know, magazine detonation from the sea turret, and, yeah, everything was working, though. Everything was working. It capsized and sank in seconds, but trust me, bro, everything was working. Everything was fine. There was no damage on it. There was a couple of fires, 1 magazine detonation. Wow, so there goes the Tirpitz. So the Bismarck class has been sunk completely. There's no more. Right. Duke of York. We need your 14-inch guns to target these destroyers that are getting a little bit too close to our convoy. Yeah, this is going to be easy pretty much now. With just destroyers to deal with. Should be quite easy, I think. 35.6 knots. They're saying 12.4. We'll go 12.3. Because why not? 1, 2, 3. We'll switch to high explosive shells from now. Shoot! That's right, Z6. We're coming for you. Right, actually what I'm going to do is recover the torpedo bombers. We'll recover the torpedo bombers. We'll switch them into bomb bombers. And then what we can do is try and bomb these destroyers. These are going to be dive bombers, aren't they? I think. They're not going to just be... We will have to dive. Which is a good thing. Because that means we can, you know, we really concentrate where we put the bombs. Because unless the wind is with us, we have to bomb the target in a perpendicular manner, and that's no good, because you're basically wasting most of the bombs that way. Of course, granted, if you're, you know, if you've got the wind with you, and you're bombing, and you get a parallel shot away, then your bomb strike is devastating. But that's, well, that's not the reality we've got ourselves in at the moment. So Z7 fires. It's now our turn then. Yeah, we'll let the Duke of York do her work with the Z6. And then we can potentially try to... well, that was really inaccurate. And then we can try and potentially do something with the other destroyers. Perhaps those that are a bit more farther afield. Well, I'll go 9.1. Shoot! No, they're short. That's a shame. Let's move the Formidable along. Now I want bomb bombers to be prepped. The convoy can continue to run away, or thereabouts at least. Oh! T2 tanker's gone. We may have clipped one of the torpedoes with the tanker then. We'll check the damage soon. Well, when it's our turn. Oh, that's not so good. We need to be much more careful then with these torpedoes. If they decide, if there's any more. If they put torpedoes in the water again, we're going to have to be much more careful. Right, Z38 has deployed torpedoes. Nope, Z6 hasn't deployed torpedoes. I was waiting to say, and so has Z6, but not on this occasion. On this occasion, Z6 has fired a star shell. Right. Right, well that doesn't mean we're going to let them go. It just means that, well, we can sink them before they fire more torpedoes. And they've still got 4 left, so it's worth getting them under. It's not worth doing this though, this is rubbish. Right, let's launch the bomb bombers. There we go. Right, C2 freighter. I'd like to think that the majority of them are too far away to really be phased. Yeah, I think they're all heading away. Except for the Liberty freighters. What we'll do then is we'll turn the Liberty freighters a little bit. And then everyone else can just go as they are. Liberty freighter, you go harder port. Yeah. Harder port. Or do we mean to go harder starboard? We meant to go harder port. I think what I may have done is turned the wrong way with the other Liberty freighter. Because this one's now pointing where it should be. Oh, let's just check the damage that the T2 tanker sustained. Propulsion, steering, pumps, AAA, all with heavy damage. Right. Well, maybe we could just turn this one a little bit as well, perhaps. There we go. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was about to say, that would be an unwelcome surprise if we got hit by a torpedo. That's no good. But they ran out of steam. They ran out of steam. I'm trying to think. In terms of destroyers, I think we'll go for... Which one should we go for? Part of me is saying go for the ones that have got 8 torpedoes, because they're the ones that can still threaten you in the worst way. Part of me is saying go for the ones that are closer to you that have still got 4, because they're closer to you and they're more of a realistic threat. And part of me is saying go for the ones that are the closest to you, because they're going to be more accurate with shooting. And now all of me has to decide which option to go for. So the Z7 has launched more torpedoes. Right, 9.4. I'm going to go to 10.1, I think. Shoot! Ah! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We just can't get at these destroyers at all. What we do have, though, is 8 bombers. Z38, how many torpedoes do you have? None. Oh. So you're not much of a threat then. Z6 has been... Well, we're attempting to take care of the Z6 with the battleship. You've got no torpedoes as well. Z23 then. I'm guessing you've got 8 because you've not... Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Dive. Oh. We dived a little bit too early, I think. Yeah, that wasn't so good. Right, you move forward. Go on, you might turn just a little bit. You, meanwhile, go to port. Are you alright now? Go on, let's have you turn a little bit as well. T2 tanker. Yeah, I think you're fine. And you're also fine, I think. You're alright. Yep, off you go. Yeah, these destroyers are all too far away, I think, to be launching any form of torpedo attack. So the good news is, I guess, that once you negotiate all the torpedoes that are in the water now, and the ones that have been, you've got basically nothing to worry about in terms of torpedoes. It's not so bad, actually. Not so bad. Oh, that's a hit. 2 turrets, or 2 guns rather. Those are short. That's 3 hits. And that's considerable, actually. Considerable. Let's turn to starboard. 10.1 was still short. Honestly, these destroyers... This is why it's kind of hard to deal with destroyers, because they move so quickly. But once you do eventually get them... they're pretty much gone. Really? No fires? From 14-inch high explosive shells, there's no fires at all. Unbelievable. Well, we'll try again with the bomber. How are those looking? They're looking... nah. They're not looking great, to be honest. Actually, let's check how they're looking. That was the Z23 we were going for. Yeah, we've not really hurt them that much, have we? Sino and AAA. Well, at least they won't be shooting at us intensively this time. I suppose that's something. Yeah, you're alright. I think you're too far away for torpedoes to be any danger to you. As are you. Got a Liberty freighter here. You need to turn hard to port. Any torpedoes heading towards you? Oh, there are. We need to get you turned. And there's torpedoes heading towards you as well. You go hard to port as well then. And you're a bit too far away, I think. Or not. Yeah, I think you're a bit too far away. Alright. Move you forward. And you're too far away as well. Alright. So here we go. Here come the torpedoes. Oh, they're still here. I was going to say maybe they ran out of steam, but not this time. Well, not on this turn anyway. I suspect we need to see them go for one more turn, then we can see them run out of steam. Oh good, the fire's spread. The fire's spreading, so that's good. We like that. That means they're going to be seeing more damage. Z38. So they're short. Are they going for the battleship? Oh, how about that? Yeah, the Z6 is just running away, I think, at this point. I really do think so. At least we scored some kind of hit on them in the last turn, though. That's good. That's the good news. Yeah, propulsion, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. So we really have done something then. Yeah, even though there were hits high up in the superstructure, they're saying it was a little bit long. I will go to 12.8. Fine, I'll go 12.9. Shoot! There we go. We've got him. We got him. Right, my guess is that they're going to go pretty soon. Now, is there one where the angle will be better for us, perhaps? Maybe this one. Or should we just carry on going for this one? What if we went into the wind, sort of? We could be risky instead of say this way. Should we or should we not? No, we're going to have to try and do it the safe way. I think I might go this way though, so that we drop it and then it carries it a little bit maybe. Go on, let's see what that'll do. Dive and bomb. No, that's rubbish. That was a rubbish bombing run. Absolutely rubbish. Right. Yeah, you move forward. You also move forward. Try and chase down the formidable. Right, Liberty Freighter. Now you have got... Yeah, you've got torpedoes right here. Right, there we go. You go harder port. Yeah, you're too far away to be affected by those torpedoes. I don't see any torpedoes heading for this tanker, so we can move the tanker forward. No, the torpedoes are still here. Oh, I thought maybe they would go away after this turn. Mind you, do you know it'd be disappointing if we managed to save the Liberty Freighter from the torpedoes, but then had it lost because of destroyer attack. That'd be a real shame. These destroyers are taking quite a long time to sink. Although we've crippled one of them and damaged another. I think we may have to get the torpedo bombers in again. And learn how to do bombing runs, well, torpedo runs, on what are they called? On destroyers. Because it's, believe it or not, it's actually quite easy to do a torpedo run on a battleship, because there's so much ship to aim for. But on a destroyer that can... Oh, here we go, pumps. It's the P word. Propulsion, steering, pumps, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. It's easy to do a bombing run on a battleship, because there's just so much ship to aim for, but on a destroyer... Well, it's not so easy, because number one, it's extremely manoeuvrable, and number two, it's very fast. It's much faster than any battleship, that's for sure. Right, this time then we'll try and be a little bit risky and go for it this way. Assuming we don't get shot down. Here we go. And bomb. Now the wind should blow it towards the... No. No, that's not gone well. That's not gone well. The wind's not that strong, it would seem. Interesting. When I want it to be weak, it's strong, and then when I want it to be strong, it's weak. Funny how that works, isn't it? But never mind. You've pretty much cleared the torpedoes. Just a little turn now. Just to get you on a good course, perhaps. Oh, your steering's jammed. You're alright as well. And you're alright as well, I think. Yeah. Move you forward. Come on, run out of steam! They're not running out of steam at all. And that's a Z23. Here comes the Z3. Firing. So they're long. The Z38. Whoa, hang on a minute. Hits have been scored on the Duke of York. Right, our turn now. Who should we go for next then? We have... Oh. Bit of an obvious one then, I guess. Z38. Which I think is the destroyer that actually scored hits on us just now. Z38, 7.5 suggested. We'll go to 7.3. Shoot! Oh, almost, almost. Right, just do it this way, I guess. Or actually, no, do it from the forward this time. Like that. Dive and bomb. Oh, come on! I was too late this time. I swear I'm better with bombing runs than this. Check out some of my other videos, and I honestly, don't just take my word for it, I actually am better than this with the bombing runs. Yeah, you're not in danger of any torpedoes, are you? Right, you move forward then. You seem to be fine as well. You go forward. And you go forward as well. No! Please miss. Oh, it's close. Very close. Right, you're really... you're really aiming for more than you can pull off here, I think. What I want to know is, how long is this video already? I know it's a long one, but I want to know how long is this already? You're not going to sink the Duke of York with 5.9-inch shells? Like, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. You can sink a merchant ship with 5.9-inch shells, but not the Duke of York. You're not sinking a battleship with shells like that. Well, not one that's undamaged, anyway. So that was long. Yeah, that's that. 7.3. I will go down to 5.1. Shoot! See, that's the problem. You only get like one shot, and then you have to move all the merchants. They get their shots. Like it just takes a lot of time like that. We will try again. And bomb. Oh, these look better. Right. There we go, that's better. You go forwards. You go forwards. You go forwards as well. Oh, hang on. Harder starboard. Alright, you go forwards as well. Harder port. Alright. I think we're fine. Star shell? Star shell it is, of course. Not surprised. Oh, another star shell. Now that I am surprised by. I don't think I've ever seen them do a star shell twice in a row. I think that's a first for me. I'm trying to think, did I ever see this sort of thing happen? And I can't seem to recall an incident like that. Nope. I can't think of one. It's the first time then. Right. Well, it doesn't matter whether you've got a 1 star shell up or 10, you're still going down regardless. Let's go to 5.6. Shoot! Ah, not quite. Alright, we've managed to do something to them. Some damage has been caused. Yeah, let's go in from the front again, I think. Dive and bomb. Right, that's good. That's good. They're not sinking yet, but they should be soon. Move these freighters along. I think we've pretty much cleared all the torpedoes that they could possibly throw at us now. Except for those. Yeah, there goes the Z-23. Z-23 is sinking. Excellent. Yep, the torpedoes are out of steam. That means all we need to do now is just sink the destroyers then. The merchants we can just press move all and we'll be fine. We'll check the damage on the Z-23. Z7. Short. Alright. Alright, so, Z... Oh, that's the Liberty Freighter. Where's the Z23? It's over here. Of course. Permission to say the P word, permission granted. Pumps, propulsion, steering, sonar, ASW, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. Alright. But I want to see where are all these destroyers at that are shooting at the Duke of York. The Duke of York seems to be getting pummeled by these different destroyers. Well, we've not sank the Z38 yet, so continue trying to work on that first. They're right there. How insulting is that? So that was 5.1. I'm going to say 4.9 maybe? No, I'm going to say 5.0 this time. Shoot. Oh, now then. We've got them. We've got the Z38. Good. Good, we like that. We've managed to take out a destroyer like that. Where is the Z38? Is this the Z38? It is the Z38. 8 are at AAA destroyed, sonar heavy damage. No, we've still got other work to do. I'd stay and watch, but we still have a lot of work left to do. Right, we've got one more bomber left. And it's 3 destroyers left to sink. Let's go for the Z7. Let's go for the Z7. And then the Duke of York can clear the rest up, I think. It's just one oh! Ooh, we've messed that one up. We have messed it up. Oh, we just about managed to clinch something, but it's not great. Not great, I'm afraid. My question is, will they set a fire? If they'll set a fire, it's medium damage. If there's no fires, it's light damage. Or at least that's what I think. That's how I'm decoding it. Good, so that fire has spread. Ouch! Liberty Freighter is in quite a bit of bother here. Right, anyway, what we can do now is we can turn hard to port and go for this Z3 destroyer, which apparently is really close to where this one was. Number 6 was what? 5.0. So I reckon about 4.5? Let's try 4.5. Shoot! No, 4.7 would have been better. Right. Let's recover the bombers. Move all the freighters along. Nope. No fires yet. We're not going to give up that easily. And they've missed us entirely. Mind you, when you get down to like super small distances like that, it's not that surprising really that you miss. Misses are actually are more common at that range than you think. 4.5 they're saying was a hit. Well, it wasn't a hit, was it? It was almost a hit. I'll even go 4.6 this time, or even 4.7. Shoot! Beautiful! How's 10 14-inch shells for you, Z3? There's no way they would have survived that. Not 10 14-inch shells. Not having it. Maybe if it was a battleship, perhaps, but no. Destroyers don't really survive that sort of thing. Wow, would you look at that? Propulsion, sonar, A turret, 4 torpedo tubes with heavy damage, after spotter, after radar, B turret, C turret, and AAA destroyed. Oh wait, what else has been heavily damaged? Of course, the pumps. Always damaging those pumps. Always. Pumps must really hate me. Well, clearly. Clearly, if I'm damaging them all the time. None. What are they doing? They better not have any torpedoes left. Because if they've got torpedoes left and we're so close to them, we could actually end up in quite a bit of bother. See, there's another destroyer that's ridiculously close to me like that. You should not be here! You should be somewhere else. Is this the only ship we've got left? No, it's the Z-15 and the Z-7. Right, they're saying 3.7. 3.9 I'll go. Fine, I'll go 3.7. Have we got any damage? No. Alright, 3.7 it is. Shoot! 3.9 would have been good. I wanted to go for 3.9, but then I was like, ended up not believing in myself quite as much as I should have. Right, these bombers will pretty much finish off the 2 destroyers that are left. Star shell. Yep, in case you're wondering, Duke of York is still very much here. Whoa! Z7 is gone. Let's just quickly hop over. That's the Z23. That's the Z7. What was the damage? Wow! Unbelievable. The one thing that's damaged and it's just gone. Z7 pumps with heavy damage. Well, there you have it. There you have it. In that case then, this destroyer here, we sink this destroyer and we're pretty much done, finished. Let's go up to 3.9 this time. Shoot! Yeah, again, another brilliant salvo. 10 out of 10. Right. Let me check the damage and we can move straight on. Propulsion, pumps, sonar, 4 torpedo tubes, heavy damage. A turret, B turret, AAA destroyed. Right. Alright, should I wait or should I not wait? No, I think this is long enough already as it is. Action report. On the British side, the battleship Duke of York received light damage. The aircraft carrier Formidable received no damage. Merchant ship C2 freighter was sunk for 5,500 tons, but 2 other merchant ship C2 freighters escaped with no damage at all. Liberty freighter received medium damage, another Liberty freighter received heavy damage but survived. 2 T2 tankers escaped with no damage at all. 1 T2 tanker was sunk for 22,500 tons. On the German side, the battleships Bismarck and Tirpitz were sunk for 41,700 tons each. The destroyer Z-15 was sunk for 2,260 tons. The destroyer Z-23 was sunk for 2,600 tons. Destroyer Z-3 sunk for 2,260 tons. Destroyer Z-38 sunk for 2,600 tons. And the destroyers Z-6 and Z-7 sunk for 2,260 tons each. A score of 69,640. And that is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you enjoyed the content I put out, leave a like and subscribe. If you have a custom battle suggestion, drop a comment below and I will have your suggestion up within a couple of days. Let me know what you'd like to see for the 50 subscriber special. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.